On this day, I see clearly everything has come to light. Better place. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFFINITY, DEVVE, daCat, SHIRO, DMC update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. I am, what is this, 2000 here? 20, let's do 2030 by the time I finish this. I will have eaten today within 6 hours yet again. All of my calories would be 199 grams of protein and 1,870 calories. Let's heckin' go. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Ecomi shows VeVe's reach. Okay, we got to go over that. We have a ton of news to go over just because I haven't really been able to do it the last couple of days. Tuesday was OMI Homie show. Wednesday, Bleeves was on. Yesterday, you had Bill Gardner on. So today, like, we have several days of news to go over. I think I had finished mostly with Tuesday, and there's just a lot of other stuff going on. So let's we'll continue. Anywho, let's do, before we go over the news. Here's why I don't like Slush Wallet. Especially as someone from New York. Like, if anyone else had USDC on Slush Wallet, you could probably just send it to your Coinbase and you could receive the USDC on the SWI network. But if you're from New York, it won't let you, which is retarded. New York is the stupidest state. I think New Jersey sucks, but New York is very, very dumb. Now, don't get me wrong. There are very, very impressive things that go on Long Island. Like, I'm pretty sure I can't talk about it, but oh shit, I accidentally. Long story short, I'm pretty sure that there are things that go on in New York, especially Long Island, especially in a certain part of Long Island I was from, that there's a lot of smart people doing a lot of smart things in a random college. But the people that run the state straight up not doing a good job. Anyway, shout out to Zero Legacy for being able to accommodate me and allowing me to send him USDC on SWI while he goes and sends me USDC on base. That is a good lad right there. I mean, anyone with 10 gold logos is a stand-up guy, I think, in my opinion. Comment down below if you think 10 gold logos is absolutely bananas, because it is. Bill Gardner, first like, how's it going? Let's do DEVVE first here. DEVVE, that has, it's actually okay, I shouldn't say it's up. It's down almost 4% on the day, but it was at like 3.6 at one point today. It was like 3.69. Damn, she fine. Suck it to me one more time. Get it low. Sorry. When you grew up in the early 2000s, that song was everywhere. Anyway, it's back up to 40 cents right now. It was down to 36.9, give or take before. That again, the market today just absolutely got destroyed. Let's see what the volume was on this, and not just on Uniswap. I'm on this was 500,000 today, and just under $35 million market cap right now. But again, like I think Bitcoin had wicked down to like 103.7. It was back up to 107 at one point during the day. We'll just take a look here. Yeah, it was down to 103.7. It had gone, so it was at 109 something, wicked down to 103.7, and that happened in like a couple of hours. Up to 106, down to 104, 107, 105, 107 again, 106 now. Very volatile. I can tell you that DEFFINITY markets, DMA link, probably making a killing the last week and a half. Why? It doesn't really matter what happens with the markets, as long as people are trading, as long as they need orders to be filled, DEFFINITY will be there, and we'll go over them next. Base, yes, base. Yes, on base. Let me go over DEVVE here real quick again, because I want to take a look. Yeah, DEVVE 500,000 in volume, and there's I'm gonna make a whole video about DEVVE next week. That's why I haven't been going too hard on it here. Hopefully I get some funds next week as well. Was supposed to. Honestly, it might not even matter at this point, but I'll keep you all posted. DEVVE's definitely some of the things that I want. I'll let you know if it works out, and if I can get more. Would have loved to have gotten it today at 37 cents, but even at 40 is fine. Now watch it go up to like 50 cents next week before I'm able to buy. That would be, not gonna lie, it'd be kind of funny. Omar loves OMI 123. Howdy, howdy. Anyway, speaking of DEFINITY actually had a pretty good day today. It's up 14% to about 2.2 cents. It's 2.197, but I'm gonna chalk that up to 2.2. There is 5,700 in volume, a good amount of buys. I mean, there's a good amount of sells too. But it was this one guy, 9B3C, that happens to have an additional. They still have 5,500 in ETH. They had purchased a good, like, what? Okay, I'll do it right now. 16, 25, 34, 44. I made about $4,400 in buys today, and the price went up from like 1.8 cents to almost 2.2. So with another 5,500 left, gonna go up 2.4, whatever. Again, when it was down there, I was like, oh, maybe I should get more DEFINITY, and now it's back up to 2. Again, it's still a bargain in my opinion on this. Again, it's a $3.4 million market cap, and for the amount of money and the amount of stuff that they're doing, hella undervalued in my opinion. And obviously anything go to zero at little or no notice. I don't think this would ever go to zero, just because the parent companies are just making way too much money. Like there's no way. They're out earning everyone. It's insane. Joe Bro says, hey everyone, what's up, Joe Bro? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow. And USDC received. Thanks, fam. Let me give a shit. Gracias. We love you a long time. Shout out to Zero Legacy for being the man, for being the king. Remember that episode of Rocket Power where Otto's like, who's the man? Who's the king? Who's in trouble? Penguin saying, OMI hit 00014 today. We will go in and we will do we'll do something here. Let me let me get some OMI. I wish I could have gotten some before, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot. I'll take that. All right, let's include fees. What does this mean? Error state. I know I have the gas for it. Does anyone know how the new base wallet works? Because I am straight up not able to do certain things here. Trade. Okay. Yep. Trade. Can we trade it? No, I don't want to do that. I want to trade the USDC for the OMI. But it keeps giving me error state. I don't know how that is possible. I click on trade, swap USDC for OMI, and it gives me error state. So if anyone can help me figure that out, that would be fantastic. Would love you long time. Yep, 00014. Did it go down that low? Let's see. Let's see where it went down to. I know it went down to 1.5. Yeah, 1.481 was the low. Yeah, 1.481 it had gone down to. I would have loved to buy it there. Did not have any funds though. And honestly, if I can't, like, if base is being ditted right now, and I can't swap, then I'm gonna, man, that is rough. I guess if I really wanted, I could, because now you could buy it with Coinbase. Well, although I can't, because I was based in New York. Oh, that is horrible. Yeah, this new base wallet sucks. It won't let me. Well, let me do stuff. Because I'm trying every which way. Like there's a bunch of places to do it, and it's just giving me this error state. And I don't know why. So if somebody can message me, that'd be awesome. Eric Adams did announce that New York City will have a crypto office, but who knows what that'll help with. I haven't trusted him since I went to have breakfast with him one day, and well, let's just say when I was able to try to get a word in with him, he couldn't get away fast enough. Anyway, Omar loves OMI, says 10 logos is Godfather. Yeah, 100%. He needs, I don't know what he needs. He needs to be knighted by David in some way. There are a lot of well-deserving people. Oh, by the way, the VeVe, what's that called? The VeVe Awards that people had voted for yesterday, that has come to an end. If you voted for me, thank you. I appreciate it. If you didn't, cool. Like people on SmackDown in the 2000s, we want you to go smack down your vote in like the election cycle. Important thing is that people get out there and vote, whoever you vote for. Dogboy saying, "What's up, Randy and fam? How's it going, Dogboy? I heart you, Dogboy. Hope you're doing well. Great seeing you at New York. Can't wait to see you in Vegas." Omar always says, "If the sales continue on crypto, it's for sure going to precious metals and real estate." I don't really know where the funds would go to. Who knows? We'll see. For me, I would just get more OMI and more DEVVE and more DEFINITY, maybe a little more daCat. Speaking of which, let me see what daCat did today. $1,000 in volume, down 0.5% to $1.8 million market cap. So it is getting a bit lower by the day. Still at 475,000 in volume. 226 in ETH, 227 in daCat. Or not volume, liquidity. I'm sorry. So they still have almost 500,000 in liquidity. So that's fine if you want to cash out and cash out. We do have an audit over there. It was done by Hacken. It's one of the best contracts out there. It looks really good. Shout out to the team for getting that done. Josh Gray, so were you just talking about Pump? No, I usually don't. I mean, I've streamed on there before if you're talking about Pump Fund, because I have a crypto on there called DDOO. It stands for Dashi Do. I'm making a comic about Dashi. It's going to be in the greater daCat universe. It'll be, it's going to be later. Like 5 other comics have to come out. You have the first 2 daCat ones. You have Space Penguins. You have Nike the Pig. You have Ladies on Solana. You have a bunch of other ones that have to come out before this. But Dashi will cross over with the daCat universe in the next couple of years. But we want to get Dashi's OG, the origin story, out first. And I don't know what we'll have for the token. We'll have special giveaways or special utilities. We'll be building that out. But aside from that, I usually don't talk about Pump Fund. If that's what you're talking about when you're saying talking about Pump, let me know if you are talking about that or not. Cowabunga, yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was going over with a buddy of mine today about the music, and like how they got that is insane. And a lot of you liked my video yesterday. It was the video of, VeVe announces Paramount collab, and then all of the potential licenses that we could get from that, which is a lot. God, and I only did like 6 different. I could do another video. I'll probably do another video tonight of the rest, or at least some of the rest of the licenses they can get just from Paramount, which again is a lot. I think I had only mentioned 6. I mentioned Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, Our Real Monsters, and Hey Arnold. And there's still Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Wild Thornberry, SpongeBob, Rocket Power. I could go on a 4-hour live just on like the first few seasons of SpongeBob are probably the best animated cartoons including anime, like in like the history of the world, it is so good. That took over a generation. Like, my God. daCat RB, what's going on? Thumbs up, thumbs up. 014 was 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So most were probably asleep. Probably. I don't even remember. I don't even recall it there. Let's see what. Oh yeah, it was 4:40 something a.m. 4:45 a.m. So that was pretty bad. I was definitely snoozing. What else do we have to go over? Let's go over SHIRO here. Actually, yeah, let's go over SHIRO. SHIRO's actually up 12.5% on the day. Good for you, SHIRO. Up to a $2.5 million market cap. Yeah, up 15.5%, 339K in volume. Good for you, SHIRO. Good for you. Get that bread. We love you. Get a tattoo of you at some point. Maybe. We'll see. You're not alone. Thanks, man. It's good it's good to be with other people on the same journey as me. We love that. Alex M6991 says, it's the last feed for whales before we moon. I've heard that, I don't know how many hundreds of times. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure. So we were in the government shutdown, October 1st. We just rocketed up to 126. And then, last Friday in Comic-Con, wicked down to like 102. It settled back down around 109, went back up to like 115, 116. And then today, back down to like 103.7. And we might have wicked down even lower. So I don't believe for a second that was the last thing before we moon. I don't think I feel like everyone is waiting for this blow off top, and I don't think the institutions will allow it because they are very happy taking their 20% profits, going from 74K to 109 was dope, back down under 100, back up to 120. Like, yeah, I get it. I think it's going to be that. It's going to be very volatile, where they can make their 20 up, their 20 down, and then you staircase it up. Now, that being said, I think this super cycle happens for a couple more years, where it just does a staircase, and we go 3 steps higher, we'll go 2 steps lower, 3 steps higher, 2 steps lower, and I feel like institutions would be happy with that. And over the course of the long term, we definitely go up, but they're going to continuously wipe out a lot of longs. They're going to continuously wipe out a lot of shorts. There's no reason why. I mean, again, it happened with Wintermute last week. I don't think there's any reason to think why you would have a blow off top again when the institutions, oh, hey, we're up 30%. Time to sell, and then short, and then wipe out so I feel like we probably have more of this. For how long, I don't know. Again, this could happen steadily now for the next few years. We'll see. On base, buy ETH, swap to OMI. All right, so I can. All right, so with my base tokens, all right, hang on. I can buy ETH. Okay, let me swap. Okay, we'll do that. And it still gives me an error state, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. And it says I have it in both ETH and in. Well, I have it on base, so let me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this here. USDC on base. I'm gonna sell. And let's just do like 500, right? We're not gonna go crazy. But it still gives me an error. Dude, this new base wallet is trash. And whoever decided to release this is equally trash. Because I can't swap, I can't sell. Yeah, it's some bullshit. I don't know why I continue to get these errors, and I don't mind paying like the 1% in fees. 500 gives me 494. Okay, take the 1%. I don't care. That is fucking retarded. Okay. Oh, it says is it? It won't let me. It won't let me do it. Josh Grace loves it. I agree. It's awful. Did Prince Grayskull win sexiest collector? I don't think that was a option. I don't think there was a sexiest collector. I'll take a look here right meow. Where am I? See what the categories were. All right. Well, the short list for most diehard fan, Randy Chavez, #1, of course, of course. The biggest collector at heart, the Prince Grayskull was not there. All right, there's best VeVe meme, best OMI meme, VeVe versus Space, AR content, new collector, Discord mod, best vault build, most comic sets on VeVe. Yeah, no, there's no sexiest collector. I think friends might have voted. If there was, it probably would have been either Jeremy Pador, because we all love Uncle Jeremy. Not to say that we sexualize him at all, but we either that or I was gonna say Claritza Latina, because she does those cosplays, but you said collector and not cosplayer, so I don't know. It's up to them. I would like to think that I would be in the running for that, but you know, we'll see. Sorry, just came in. All good. Ali Bruff says, Wrath Samurai Vader Secret Rare that has only 77 editions. Will it ever do what Spider-Man Noir did? Probably. So Spider-Man Noir is the first appearance, and it's Vader is the biggest villain in the world, but he's still not Spider-Man. And again, Spidey Noir is a first appearance. So let me go to search Vader. Let's do a filter, and we'll do collectible. Go to the secret rare. 12 in the market. He's only $800. Well, $820. But and hold on, how much is 5 million OMI? Oh yeah, 850 in the okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think that's pretty low, because like Spidey Noir has been that's been like $5,000. It's been at least a couple $1,000s, right? Let me type in Noir. There's a bunch of comics. Okay, Spidey Noir is 2,500 now. Okay, it's actually pretty cheap. 3, 2, 3. Yeah, that's actually pretty cheap compared to what I've seen him go for. And I know there's somebody that has multiple Spidey Noirs as well. Gold logos left to be given. Okay, brilliant idea. Okay. Created so much prestige. Going to give gifts. Okay, very good. But price prediction, it should be a couple grand. In a blow off top, it should be several thousand, because he's cool as heck. But I think eventually, even without like a blow off top, just from the crypto market running, he'll probably go to like 2,500. But so yeah, I guess same as Spidey Noir now, but I don't expect Spidey Noir to stay this price. I'd expect him to double and triple, or double or triple. And again, that's not including the NFT bull market. That would just be from crypto just going up. Paramountathon, hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, we're gonna try this here. We're gonna try without Wi-Fi on cellular data. Maybe it still gives me the error state. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this. Okay, I mean, can I at least bridge it? If I could bridge it to USDC on, all right, hang on. Let me go to Coinbase, like the actual Coinbase, and I'll just, can I even do it in Ethereum? Like if I had Ethereum, which, okay, let me just try something here. God, I want this to be on Ethereum. Okay, if I wanted to, could I? Holy fuck! All right, for whatever reason, I need to upgrade my wallet here so I could transact on, even though I've been able to do this multiple times before. All right, I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading. Close the app. I mean, I had upgraded to the new app, and now apparently I need to upgrade my wallet from the old one. Joke. Oh, meow, meow, meow. Okay. Upgrade successful, and I can't even. Okay, yeah, no, it's not even letting me trade Ethereum for OMI. Like $50 worth. Says error state. Bro, what the fuck? Who's your favorite TMNT character? April O'Neil. So would it be safe to say we won't see a massive short-term increase this bull? Short-term, probably not. By the time we reach 2 cents, would still be a few years out. No, well, if we get an alt season, we'll reach it in alt season as long as the NFT bull market hits. But it's just everything's just manipulated the fuck out of right now, and there's no. I don't think that ends anytime soon. Institutions got in while retail was out, and institutions control it now. It's like that Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, when they're going into the kingdom of the dead, it says like it was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it. This rally has been in by institutions, and the institutions are not going to let retail come in and control it. They control it now, and any blow off top that people were expecting, I don't think happens in the way that happened last time. It's probably going to be okay. Yeah, let's allow them to get 30%. We'll cap it there. We'll take profits, then we'll short it, and then we'll cover at the bottom, and then we'll do that again, and they'll do that again, and again, it'll keep going up. But I don't know how you get an alt season with the institutions controlling everything, and I'm not saying that like Solana and ETH and BNB and stuff, like BNB's already at all-time highs. Like this stuff will go crazy. But the other, I mean, last time it's when everyone made, insane amounts of money. I just, if you have the Clarity Act passed, which when the government gets back in session, that should be one of the main things that they vote on. Now, Thomas Massie came out and said, hey, I have the votes. We're going to release the Epstein files as soon as the government comes back into session. So maybe, and this is my conspiracy mind going here, maybe Trump and maybe other politicians, including Democrats, like this is probably the only bipartisan thing that they can all agree on, that they don't want the Epstein files coming out, but Thomas Massie has the votes to release them. So I don't know. I until that problem is solved, I don't think we see the government come back into session anytime soon, unless Trump or whoever can flip one of those people that have that are going to vote yes on that and tell them to vote no, and then we'll see. But anyway, Clarity Act, you would need passed, and like we've already had a rate cut. We've already had these like eight wars ended by Trump. Already looks like the tariffs on China probably won't happen. It looks like that should be settled beforehand. it looks to me that there's been a lot of bullish stuff happening in the stock market's at all-time highs. Gold's been at all-time highs. It's just really that crypto's really manipulated against, because the new administration came in and said, like, yeah, do what y'all want, and it's great for the bigger institutions. That's why I'm so in love with DEVVE, because every institution is going to want to get into DEVVE. Yeah, banks already partnered with Definity, but OMI really needs VeVe to be successful. And how do you get VeVe to be successful until there's an NFT bull market? And how do you get an NFT bull? Like, you would need ETH to go higher. And we've already seen other NFTs go higher, like Pudgy Penguins, like Milady Makers, CryptoPunks, etc., which is great. But then ETH went from all-time highs back down to like 3,500 today. So when you get to back up to all-time highs and Moonbirds start pumping and Apes start pumping, then it's like, okay, yes. Then you see the comparison, and then you see that flow into VeVe. Oh, what up, Murph3509? Meow, meow, meow. Thanks for becoming a member. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But up until you get that, probably going to be down here for a while. Now, I don't think we're down here at 00017 for a crazy amount of time. I think that this is pretty short-lived. Granted, I said that when we were at like 2.2, then we went to 1.4. You know, so that was insane. But yeah, so like I said, that was insane. Still be a few years out. Each 000. I mean, if you talk to Crypto Rain, he'll tell you that Q4 is still going to be bullish for crypto, and I think it can be for a lot of the main stuff, top 20, top 50, top 100. But it's just, you know, the stuff that needs narratives to run, it's just, I think that's going to be delayed for a while longer. But again, just my opinion. Omar Loves Omi says, I believe Shredder is going to be top quality. I hope so. And we'll get a couple of Shredders as well. You'll have the normal Shredder. You'll have like the super mega Shredder. You'll have a good amount of, you'll have a couple of those Shredders. But yeah, I think it'll be dope. Okay. Where are we at here? 30 minutes. Let's go to I guess we'll go to CJ Tech. CJ Tech has almost 11,000 followers on X, and Binance Help Desk has said, we are aware of the X post by CJ Tech on October 14, 2025, that contain allegations against Binance that are false and defamatory. These are also clearly designed to mislead the community and attack the integrity of Binance's listing process. Binance does not profit from its listing process. Bullshit. The token allocations are for Binance users. Binance does not charge listing fees, and the security deposit, again, two bullshits there. And the security deposit is required for the protection of users. I'll give it a half BS on that. This ensures the project remain operational after getting listed, usually refundable within 1 to 2 years timeframe on certain conditions. Another half bullshit. CJ's allegations are contradicted by the alleged Binance proposed terms that he himself had published. 2 allegations that Binance, oh gosh, where are we at? Allegations that Binance and its founders have been dumping tokens is also entirely untrue and unsubstantiated. Bullshit. We're also surprised by CJ's illegal and unauthorized disclosure of confidential communications with Binance. These publications have damaged the integrity of what the industry and community clearly understands and knows to be sensitive and confidential information. Given the egregiousness and inexcusability of CJ's actions, we expressly reserve all our rights, including taking legal action to protect our interests. Do it. Take legal action and have the courts go into your listing processes, please. We will all help fund him. We will all help fund his legal team. So that came from Binance customer support, 212,000 followers for them. And then you have OX Deployer saying, don't lie, I was told $1 million worth of tokens for airdrop and $1 million for trading competition, and that wouldn't guarantee a listing. It would just be a first step for Binance Alpha, which is the first step to be considered for a listing. So right there, deployer, aka 0x deployer, is calling out Binance's BS, and OX deployer, who is currently deploying BankerBot, has 23.6 thousand followers over on X. Love him. You have Ecomi saying there are now 100 million reasons to celebrate OMI to NFT on the Stacker World Marketplace. The foundation is set, adoption is growing, and the future looks absolutely incredible. Here's to the next 100 million OMI burns. Mini Burns is 4 years, has come and gone, my friends. It's true. It's true. I mean, you could say that for any amount of time. 10 years, 30 years. I'm only 34, so I can't say it for longer than that. CG Tech fires back, says, offer from Binance, 1% airdrop on day one, alpha listing. All right, they need greater than 1% of the token supply for airdrop on day one for alpha listing, greater than 3% for further airdrops in 6 months, greater than 1% for marketing at Binance full discretion, provide 100% of the total value locked for token pool on PancakeSwap, which is over $1 million, greater than 250,000 security deposit, greater than 3% reserved for BNB hodler program, and over $200,000 worth of tokens at MFN price for Binance affiliate marketers, and greater than 2 million BNB security deposit for spot listing. That is fucking insane. Offer from Coinbase, build something meaningful on Base. Yet people still ask, why build on Base? Isn't it obvious? Agreed. daCat has been #1 on Memezilla forever. It's been great. Love them. I at this time had owned 69. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69 editions from Fantastic Four. #1, Commons. I think I have 72 now. President Trump posthumously awards Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom on what would have been his 32nd birthday. Damn, he was so young. Rip. Mike Dudas, aka M Dudas, has confirmed with the double-digit teams that they've received the same Binance token supply proposal for listing and TGE. Binance wants to take a nearly 10% tax from every innovator in the crypto space who launches a token. This is 10 times worse experience than TradFi. Enough is enough. Agreed. So everyone kind of jumping on Binance there because they are horrible. What about your opinion on Banker? Seems great. They have what do they have? Banker has a very interesting way of doing things for tokens on Base, where you could just say like, hey, BankerBot, buy me $10 worth of OMI, and it does it for you right there. It's bananas. All right, I have to go to Coinbase here real quick. And go to my assets. Can I get transfer? I'm going to receive crypto. I'm going to receive USDC. Can I get it on Base though? I can't get it on Base. It's only, wait. On Ethereum network, but can I get USDC? Oh, on Base. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yep, got it. Okay. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna see if I can just go to my Base wallet and I could just send my Coinbase the Base account, or I could just send that the. Okay. USDC on Base. Okay. $100. Pasting. Cool beans. And again, it's an error state. I for whatever reason, it's not, dude. Coinbase wallet just fucking locked me up. Like they like bricked my account. I have I can't move anything. I can't sell. I can't swap. I can't even send anything out of here. I don't know what the fuck they just did. If someone could help me, that would be great. But it seems that It seems that Coinbase Wallet has bricked my account and I can't move anything, which is fucking insane. Banker though, Banker seems legit. They have a great technology. They earned a listing at Coinbase. I think part of the reason is probably just for the technology. I don't know much about the token. I know the tech is great. I think that's why Coinbase wanted it. And what's the market cap on Base? Let's take a look. Or on Banker. BNKR. HOTTOGO. You can make it hard to go. All right, they're down about 5-6% on the day. $38 million market cap. Let's see where they were 3 months ago. About the same price as they were 3 months ago. God, in December they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're at 5 zeros and a 9. And now they're at 3 zeros and a 3. So they did well. They did pretty well here. And I think $38 million market cap. They could probably go a bit higher, in my opinion. Especially in a volatile, especially when AI narrative runs, they could go insane, I think. Yeah, I don't know why I can't bridge it. I can't. This is insane. I got to tell people to not upgrade their base wallet, because now for whatever reason it won't let me. Yeah, I keep getting error state. There seems to be zero reason. That's be a pain, such a pain in the ball. I don't know who's gonna be able to help me with that, but that's gonna be insane. Anyway, let's keep going here. Shit, I have X'd out of my photos. I have to go back. What we got here? They're shutting down for maintenance tomorrow at 7 a.m. Okay. Maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to get some to do something, because right now my account is bricked. All right, where was I? I don't think I can go over that just yet. I'll go over that another time. People asking about DEVVE and the huge partnership. When are they going to announce that? A lot of people say before the exchange launch, could be at the same time. I'm going to say mid-December is when they talk about it. So there's the virtual asset service provider licensing that they need, and that they haven't announced that yet, but they want to announce the institutional exchange partner. That seems to be next, and then the dev integration with DEVVX, lending and borrowing live on DEVVX, and platform V1 launch. It all says it's coming this quarter. I say in 8 weeks we start to. Let me see what 8 weeks from now looks like. 2 weeks to Halloween. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would say 9 weeks. 9 weeks would be December 19th. I think that's one of my first days in the military, back in the day. And yeah, it'd be a nice little Christmas present. Right before Christmas, we go nuts. DEVVE would go insane. It'd be great. We'll see. Yeah. They want to onboard some bailment partners. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff up their sleeves. Some guy says that the major partnership is indeed scheduled before the exchange launch. This month could be significant developments. Well, this month will be great. November will be great, but I think that we get the announcement in mid-December. So I wouldn't expect anything too soon. There's definitely something to look forward to with optimism. Believe says, I believe Tom DEVVE confirmed that has to be the timeline because it's obvious when the exchange is launching who it is as they are fully branded. Be great. Total stablecoin supply across 300 billion for the first time. Celsius wins nearly 300 million from Tether in bankruptcy case, a fraction of its $4.3 billion claim. Stripe adds stablecoin payment subscriptions. Japan to ban cryptocurrency insider trading with new rules. Oh, God. Some guy says, wow, guys, I've been in DEVVE since 2021, so I think this could be something special, but seriously, everyone should balance their portfolio. 99% plus of shitcoins will trend to zero, no exceptions. Realistically, in 2025, with all the dilution of coins and leverage trading, a repeat of last year's 10x would be a reasonable target, in my opinion. The supply of tokenized gold on Ethereum has increased by over 100% since the beginning of the year, approaching 2.7 billion. Coinbase invests in Coin DCX at $2.45 billion valuation. Hey, Randy, big weekend plans? Let's see what we got here. No. Well, Sunday I have Michelle Ivy coming on the podcast, who's the biggest Ninja Turtle fan in, like, literally, like, there's been a documentary made about her. Let's see if I could find it on YouTube. Michelle Ivy TMNT. Called Totally Obsessed Turtle Girl, and it has 10 million views. And this was 14 years ago. I don't know if I can play that music, so I won't, but oh my God, these fucking notifications. Bro, look at her go. Look at her get that bread. Papa. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty dope. You know what? Fair use act. I'm gonna use it.
Figured it was a face. She grew out of the Care Bears. She grew out of My Pretty Pony.
She has become a Ninja Turtle, pretty much. She's crossed over the line and has adapted a whole new personality.
These here are my heads.
So I'm pretty much in love with this girl, and yeah, she's coming on the podcast, and I can't freaking wait. I can't wait to be like, tell me your stories, tell me your secrets, tell me everything. I might drink. I probably won't, but yeah, she's it's a 4-minute video that has 10 million views, and I assume there's other stuff on here as well. Back, oh my God, 21 years ago, Fox 2 interviews Michelle Ivy, the TMNT collector. That was 21 years ago. April O'Neil interviews Michelle Ivy. So there's type in Michelle Ivy, and there's a bunch of stuff on her. Yeah, so like I said, she's pretty much my hero. Love her. Uncomfortable. Oh, I don't want. Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to. Okay, hang on. So anyway, that'll be Sunday, and that'll be great. Most viewed snaps on Snap Spotlight. Hey, my Snapchat got 6,200 views. Look at that little Min.
You look so cute. So do you, Roxy?
It got 6,200 views. Sometimes my Snapchat is just straight fire. All right. Anyway, we have spent enough time on that. Let me ask y'all if you can just smash that like button. That's a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, / that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Y'all my bays. Y'all my bays. Okay. Anyway. So Michelle Ivy on Sunday, and then Stardogs thing tomorrow night. I had a meeting with the Space Penguins today, and I have to. The artist is we haven't found the artist yet for Space Penguins. I had one guy that I had paid a good amount of money to draw Ladies on Solana comic, and the dude fucking ghosted me. but he was still like receiving my messages. So I just told him like, listen, dude, you know what? You got me for $250. Good for you. If I ever see you, I'm going to fucking rip your throat out. And he didn't respond to that. So, you know, and obviously it's $250. I wouldn't really do any, like, it's, even if I would have given him like $25,000, at that point, I've reached this point in my life where it's not worth it to do that type of stuff anymore, because, you know, like, it's such a small amount of money in the grand scheme of things. I was just mad, and I was like, and like, tip my hat to him. He got me for $250. Anyway, I need to have another artist. I need to start interviewing people for it, because the guy we have for daCat is amazing, but he's not, he barely has time for daCat. He's not going to have time for all these other ones. Next year, when we could retire him and he doesn't have to, when we could retire and he doesn't really have to do his day job anymore. The heck is this? Welcome to the whale chat. Welcome, new friend. How'd you get into the whale chat? Okay, hold on. Did someone just buy daCat? Like a lot of daCat? No, nobody. How'd this person get into the whale chat? Aw, Grumpy. What's guys, glad to be part of daCat Whales. I've been buying daCat tokens since it was Grumpy. I love the creativity you guys have been showing on XY. Thank you. Oh, your name is, well, I'm not gonna say your name, but you know. I'll say meow. Glad to have you here. And I will say thank you for recognizing our hard work. Legend. Okay. Going back here. Oh God, excuse me. Bullish whale. Martini guy says bullish whale holdings rise above the 1 year moving average. I think that's pretty cool. Martini guy also says centralized exchanges face major asset outflows, with Binance hitting 21.7 billion in 7 days. Oh my God. Bitmine chair Tom Lee claims Ethereum hitting 12,000 isn't a blow off top. It's just price discovery at a new level. Agreed. David Yu, that had posted a reel about Street Fighter. Pretty heckin' cool. Wondering when we get that. $1 billion USDT was minted at 3:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 15th. That was a while ago. Vibes Man says, happy 5th birthday, VeVe official. I'm so grateful for your innovation, inspiration, and community. Here's to the next 5 years. VeVe fam, collectors at heart. David Yu requotes that, saying a huge thank you to our amazing VeVe fam for being part of this incredible journey. Been an adventure with its fair share of bumps along the way, but every step has brought us closer together. I'm excited to celebrate this milestone with you all in DesignerCon Las Vegas. The State Department says President of Peace, 7 wars ended in 7 months. Talking about Trump, and it looks like the 8th is going to be done soon here. I'm going to have to screenshot this and go over this another day. Oh God, there's 2 of them. Shit. Garrett Bullish says Nasdaq exchange company, $51.3 billion market cap, which is a 34x price to earnings. HKEX exchange company, $68.5 billion market cap, which is a 35x price to earnings. These companies have real cash flows. Compare these to many crypto projects with no cash flows. Which would you rather invest in? I'm Klaus says, personally, I'm invested in projects that leverage the connection between traditional finance and decentralization, creating a secure and accessible bridge. Is there a project that protects investors accustomed to banks, but without experience in the blockchain world? Something that offers a non-custodial and decentralized wallet, guiding beginners through their first steps, and that acts as a bridge in the system. Acts as a bridge system between global stock exchanges and blockchain technology. Yes, the answer is DEVVE. This project is designed precisely for bridging DeFi with TradFi security through DEVVE Exchange, the world's first hybrid non-custodial exchange, which ensures compliant liquidity with KYC, AML, and remote custody models to avoid bankruptcy risks. It offers a decentralized wallet that accompanies traditional investors with a focus on regulatory compliance for markets like EU and USA, and DEVVE ecosystem ensures scalability and instant settlement for RWAs like carbon credits, connecting global exchanges to blockchain with energy efficiency and very low costs. It's a digital equivalent of NASDAQ with a Q4 roadmap full of real utility. Do your own research, but it's worth exploring for the next cycle. Agreed. I was supposed to finish that 25 minutes ago, and I didn't. So I had to chug that real quick. Full of dreams, very good. Thanks for recognizing long-term investor. Meow, meow, meow. You're the best around. Keep it down. Federal Reserve Governor Stephen Moran says 2 more interest rate cuts this year is realistic. Would love that. What is Taunt AI? Interesting. Oh, Taunt AI, which has 16,000 followers on X, talking about pre-registration, and DEVVE's actually somehow partnered with them in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is, but cool. French banking giant ODDO BHF enters crypto with euro-backed stablecoin EUROD. U.S. approves Erebor Bank, the crypto bank backed by the Palmer Luckey and Peter Thiel. Russell 2000 made another all-time high on October 15th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Treasury Secretary Bessent says we're about to see major gains in investment, productivity, and job growth across America. Hope so. Good for Americans. Coinbase is going to list BNB. I don't know how that's going to work because, and I have theories on how or why that they might be doing that, but yeah, I don't necessarily see that actually going through. But apparently, as per the news, we're going to have to. It's from Ash Crypto Real. Coinbase to list BNB. I'm very curious to see how that works. Oh, nice. A boy follows this girl I was going to interview, but when I'm not doing it. VeVe Viral says introducing OMI to Street Fighter only on VeVe. Heck yeah, girl. Josh Gregor, is there another coin or crypto that you think has legs similar to Banker and OMI? I'm a big VeVe and OMI lover. Yeah, 2. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do long-term, daCat. If you want to invest just for this cycle, well, I'll say I really like Definity long-term too, but I mean, who wants to buy something and sit on it for 20 years, right? Outside of OMI and again, daCat long-term, but this cycle, I really love Definity and DEVVE. Definity's already grossing more than VeVe, and they have less overhead, and their new bank, Bloomsbury Money, just announced Definity as their utility token, and they are going to be making money hand over fist. Like I can't say exactly what's going on in the relationship between Axion AI and DMA Link and Bloomsbury Money, but it is absolutely incredible. And I am well positioned in the token and the companies, and it's a good time. Their Definity is actually my biggest bag, DEFX. For DEVVE though, DEVVE, no, Grumpy, why do you leave? This one dude, Grumpy, who I love, is just, oh yeah, break out good beer. I'm sober until Vegas next month, but would love to have one with our new member. Why did Grumpy leave? Error. Anyway, DEVVE has, how should I put this? DEVVE has an exchange partner where supposedly you're going to be able to trade Tesla for Ethereum or any stock that you want for any crypto that you want. And it's going to trade for DEVVE and settle in DEVVE, and it's going to work instantaneously. So I'm very, very curious to see who the partner is, what type of partnership they have with the partner, and then what happens to that marketing. So Definity could do 1000x, DEVVE could do 1000x, and those are my big ones there. Those are the ones that I'm just like, okay, let's get this bread. Has legs similar to Banker and OMI. I think that they could actually outperform both Definity and DEVVE could outperform OMI. And OMI I see as a 1 to 2, like a 200x from here because it's so low. It is stupid low. And I would love to buy more right now, but the base wallet is just, dude, I don't know what. Do I have to update? I updated it twice now. It's installed. There's no update. And I'll go to Coinbase to see if I can assets, transfer, receive. I'll go to USDC and I'll receive it on base. And I'll copy the address. So I'll go to here, I'll go to USDC, I'll go to send on base. And it's not like it's going to be a, bro. Okay. And I just get error state. Like I have zero idea why that keeps happening, but we'll see. Almost forgot. First one here, Abe. Get that bread. So he goes, "Hey, Randy, you still on Earth2?" I mean, I have some of the token. I still have the land. I still have the Chavez Topia. Link down below. If so, where do you see it? 1 to 3 years? It depends. If we get a metaverse narrative, that it could go crazy in 6 to 8 months. I could go crazy sooner than that, but I'll say 6 to 8 months. And you could see a huge blow off top with it of that doing what's 100x for that, like $900 million market cap. Yeah, you'd see 100x. Because again, it looks insane. So if so, where do you see? But in 1 to 3 years, in 3 years you're in the next bear market. Unless we're in a super cycle, but blow off top, I could see 100x for Essence token because of how, like, it's like the prettiest metaverse out there, and they've been developing for years. The shoot, man, Grumpy X, why you leaving, girl? Oh, Grumpy joined and then Grumpy left. Oh man. All right. Anyway, VeVe'Viral going over the fact that he thinks we're going to have Street Fighter soon. I think that would be great. Crypto Real says the Fed will start quantitative easing soon. Parabolic run is coming. Ignore the news, trust the data. You said that before we went. The swapping function has been degraded on Stacker. I don't know why we're not able to go in and swap. It says 1 inch is not working properly. Why don't I just swap in Stacker for OMI? I can't send anything. I would love to, and I could try to do it right now. Where's my Stacker wallet here? And also be advised, like, the swapping function is currently down. So even if I was able to go in and send it, I wouldn't be able to, like, I don't know what's going on with crypto, and I don't know what the fuck the base wallet is doing here. I'll tell some of my boys. Let me send. Let's see if it works in not a. Nope, still error state. Fuck. I can't swap, sell, buy, or send any of my crypto now that I upgraded my base wallet. Am I cooked? Thankfully, I don't have a lot of funds in there. Damn, that is a lot of wildness out there. Okay, moving on. Sparky had posted a photo of me and Tammy saying that we were two of her favorite people. Tammy says two of my favorite people as well. Sparky said dad and mom, and I said I'm 3 years older than you, and she didn't know I was only 34. I've been thrown off of buildings. I've been in car crashes. I've had dogs and cats bite me. I've been thrown downstairs, tackled through stairwells. But that really hurt. Been doing 2-a-days ever since to regain some of my youth. To add in a new contract address. What do you mean by upgraded your base wallet? I went to open my base app and it did a thing and said I had to upgrade. I'm gonna have to show you. Now there's feed and stuff. Yeah, so now there's like feed and stuff on the base wallet. So like that's like cool, I guess. Like, you know, people are doing stuff. Like, but that doesn't help me swap anything. So anyway, let's move on. PayPal or PYUSD worth 300 trillion has been minted on the Ethereum network. I repeat, 300 trillion was minted on the Ethereum network and then burned from PYUSD. That was insane. Ecomi says happy 5th anniversary to our good friends at VeVe Official. It's an honor to say we're the official utility token that powers where the world collects. Looking forward to celebrating the future of digital collecting with the VeVe and OMI fam next month in Las Vegas. Know anyone else that's having this issue? Apparently not. Ethereum ranks the #1 ecosystem for the new developers in 2025, according to new data. Good for them. President Trump says the U.S. is in a trade war with China. This was as of October 15th, though. Hopefully, better news has since landed. President Trump says if we don't have tariffs, we don't have national security. Agreed. You can recover the seed phrase on your device. I have the seed phrase somewhere. I'm in the wallet. And stuff is there. I just can't do anything. Send me your messages anytime I want to trade or send. Man, I should not have upgraded to the base wallet. This was stupid. 25 years ago and 2 days ago, Pokemon Gold and Silver came out. That is my favorite generation, without a doubt. Now, it has some issues, like you can't really evolve Pokemon that evolve with stones, unless it's a moonstone. You find those everywhere, but base network as a whole might be down. Okay, there. Yeah, October 15th, 2000. This was such a... That was such a good... God, that was such a good game. Now, a few apps were having issues on base earlier. Could be a network problem, maybe. Okay, cool. Cool. Hope. Rebellions were built on hope. God, Pokemon was such a... the heck? Comment down below if you ever played Gold or Silver or Crystal. This was... For the first... So, when I first started playing Pokemon Blue, I didn't know you could save. Like, up until... when I got Pokemon Blue, every video game I had at that time, like, it automatically saved for you, or you couldn't save. Like, it just... Like Star Fox, it saved, like, to the game, and I didn't know you could, like, save. Like in the Nintendo, like I had an NES, you didn't save your progress in Mario Brothers. You didn't save your progress in, like, Duck Hunt. So when I got the Game Boy Color and I got Pokemon Blue, I didn't know you could... I thought it was just, okay, new adventure, pick your Pokemon. And I didn't really know much about Pokemon. My friend David had the game. I was like, this looks really cool. And I didn't know which Pokemon, and I picked Bulbasaur. And he was my favorite. Still my favorite. And for Pokemon Gold, same thing. I didn't know what Pokemon you could get, what types they were. Pick this one. Totodile, cool. I know it's different. Is that Bulbasaur evolves at 16 to Ivysaur, and then evolves at 32 to Venusaur. That's before Charizard and before Blastoise. And the same thing with Feraligatr. Feraligatr evolves before Meganium and before Typhlosion. I was like, that's really cool. And they're some of my favorite starters. In the third one, Mudkip's cool. But I think to get to another favorite starter, I've got to go at Oshawott, and it evolves into Duat, and then Samurott. Like that is, bro. Stoutland and Samurott in that game, just straight fire. Lillipup evolved into Herdier, evolved into Stoutland. Those were good. And then I guess Delphox was good on Pokemon X and Y. I really like that. Just a lot of good times. A lot of good times there. Anyway, let's hold on. Got my boy messaging me. Is it just USDC you're getting the error with? Can you send any of your other tokens? Oh, I don't know. Can I send any of my other tokens? I haven't tried. Haven't tried. Snow, I can't swap. ETH, I can't swap for ETH or OMI. Actually, I can't swap ETH on ETH or OMI on ETH either. Moving on here. Bitcoin's 90-day rolling correlation with U.S. equities remained high at 0.33, staying significantly above the pre-COVID norm of near zero. Conversely, the correlation with gold was near zero, indicating Bitcoin is not consistently trading as a digital gold. Correlation with the US dollar was slightly negative at negative 0.25, meaning Bitcoin typically strengthens when the dollar weakens. Sony Bank files for OCC charter, seeks US stablecoin issuance and custody services. Meanwhile, Paxos mistakenly issues $300 trillion worth of PayPal stablecoin, burns the tokens minutes later. That was hysterical. All good, fam. So I don't know where this dude was. This dude must be in a random country because he's, I guess, the new app trying to sign him at Google and says access blocked. VeVe pre-prods request does not comply with Google policies. Again, I don't know which country this person was in. This was on the, I don't even know what date this is on. This is on the 15th. I don't think I've seen any other people have any issues with this. Comment down below if you have. Panama? Sorry, oh, he was in Panama. Maybe that's why. Thank you. Okay. I have a theory why Coinbase is listing BNB. It's just a theory, though. Anyway, Boy Coco watching me go to another region and getting a different croc friend. Dude, Boy Coco is so cool. I freaking love him. I gotta go and send this to my Psyduck chat. Yes, I'm admin of a Psyduck chat. Really need more Psyduck stuff. Where are we at? Chavi, Luke's wife is 20 years younger than him. It's opposite of you. Straight fire. Eventually, you can't keep dating older and older because you'll be 40 dating 60-year-olds. Like, to be honest, I'm getting to that point now. Oh, 2. No, definitely not wanting. Which has been my last 10. Ooh, Gengar. Ooh, we got a Gengar. Straight fire. Okay, where we at? Boss, get well soon. Me, thank you. As he goes to play his Pokemon Legend ZA. Sony Bank files for OCC charter, 6 US. Oh, I read that already. Bitcoin miner Bitfarms files for $300 million convertible note offering. Who's this? Oh, okay. We have Christopher Sean, who has 90,000 followers, that had made a post about VeVe. Love that. Love that. Good times. A VeVe official says, take it from Ultraman himself, Mr. Christopher Sean. The monsters are coming for your collection. Ultraman Rising Kaiju Monsters drops in weightless blind box format on October 25th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A Green App comic that dropped on Wednesday sold out. That's 3 weeks in a row. We see a sellout. I think that one was the. Oh, I think that was the Gargoyles crossover. I think that's why. I actually got that comic. I'm not done reading it yet. Yeah, it's a Fantastic Four and Gargoyles crossover. I'm on page 28 of 32. I'm gonna finish it right now. Ooh, plan to now. Before Dragon. Oh, Dragon. Is that a Cybertruck? No. Oh, that's so cool. Ugh, Goliath is such a badass. Chained. Getting off easy. Bro, Invisible Woman is drawn super hot here. Disappeared, complicated putting it. Hope so, something. Oh, Demona. I had such a crush on Demona when I was younger. The Recover Dragon. Kids will like that. Oh, Tony Stark's in this. Forgot about that. Yeah, Tony Stark's in the Fantastic Four and Gargoyles crossover. Oh, he calls her Angela. I do know if I believe Xanatos was ignorant of Diablo's plan. Sorry. Xanatos, Tony Stark would like a word. Interesting. Isaac, you fought beside us like a true gargoyle. Oh, God. And so we would to offer you a place in our clan as part of our family. Oh, and he accepts. Spoilers. Okay, hold on. Ben Grimm says, sounds like it was quite an adventure. Sure was, Alicia, and it made one thing darn clear. The Fantastic Four and the Manhattan clan of the Gargoyles have each gained staunch allies just a few skyscrapers away. Oh, that is so good. Never the end. Oh, that's great. That was a fun book. I'm not gonna lie, I thought there would be thought it'd be a little bit more epic. So listen, I bought the Fantastic Four Gargoyles crossover. I read it. I read it enthusiastically. Cat is better. Like go in and read Fantastic Four Gargoyles #1 and give me your honest opinion. I'm happy I read it. I loved Gargoyles when I was younger. Fantastic Four is one of the only movies I've seen this year. Fans of both of them. And again, I'm happy I read it. It was you know, fun adventure that I happily spent 20 minutes on. The cat's better. 2 words. Turtle Mighties. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool if we could get that. Actually, I'm gonna hold on. Fantastic Four Gargoyles. All right, give me 1 second here. If I type in gargoyles, is this gonna come up? Oh. Okay, so this sold out. Wow, I could have gotten a rare for $2.10. Oh, there's a Scotty Young variant? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it's $200. Bro, that is so cool. Let me go to DeCat with this. Actually, I'm gonna, yeah. Okay, we are going to. Can I? Okay. Okay, guys, I just finished reading Fantastic Four / Gargoyles #1, and I love Gargoyles. I love Fantastic Four. It's one of the only movies I've seen this year, and I read it. I paid $8 for it. This was a comic that sold out, so there was 1,000 of them. It sold out, and you know, it was. I'm glad I read it. It was fine to waste 20 minutes on, and it was a story. The cat's better. Guys, once people read our comic, we're gonna go to the freaking moon. This is insane. Like, we are better than 99% of the stuff that's out there. That was a 40-second voicemail that I have just left to my DeCat fam. Jake, I would like Mighty Turtles. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be dope. All right, let's see where we are here. Oh, okay. Let's do that another time. This whole operation was your idea. Oh, Jay, my friend. I think this is 2018. Me and my friend went in the haunted house, and she did not like. She was not about the haunted house. I was very about the haunted house, and so was that guy. Good times. Pure joy. Oh, so I was in. I posted a story. This is a picture from it. I don't know why X deleted my edit from it, but I made a post that says tonight. It was supposed to be 5 years ago. Then I got lucky and happened to get off the train and have a conversation with a man named Carlos Cooper, who's on the right, and his brother. He let me play his fiddle. I hadn't played in years. I tipped him for letting me play. I was about to leave, and then they started playing Pachelbel's Canon in D. From the time they started until the time I had to go, dozens of people walked by. Some looked, but most didn't even acknowledge the beauty of what was happening. It made me sad. Maybe it was because I hadn't played for a long time. Maybe it was because I had the luxury of having a few extra minutes before my date. I just wish everyone could appreciate great music that has lasted centuries. And yeah, I don't know why it said tonight. I edited it to say like tonight, 5 years ago, you know, on this day, but whatever. Feels like TMNT is VeVe's chance to take all the lessons learned on drop, size, variance, price. I hope so, man. I hope so. God, I hope so. 500 each, 20 gems per. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know, if we're just doing the turtles. And then in another drop, you know, you get Splinter. Another drop, you know, you get, excuse me, April O'Neil. I would like them to do something like that. I think that'd be cool. Oh, puppies. Fred Moran says that a 50 basis points cut should happen this month. Hope so. I hope so. Mr. MC1 says, Stacker X DC. Dr. Profit and Jim Lee, as a DC official NFT customer, would ask you to consider migrating all DC NFTs to Stacker, so it's on the same third-party platform as VeVe, side by side. Stacker has full Web3 functionality, different from VeVe on Stacker. I've seen multiple DC migrations every 12 months. Hard to keep up beyond all the inconveniences. Please at least consider migrating on Stacker and also using OMI in addition to all other crypto and fiat. Whale has just bought 1,000 Bitcoin worth $110 million on Binance. That was as of October 16th. So that was yesterday at 9:27 a.m. China says it plans to work with the United States to find a solution on trade. Thank God. Steak and Shake is going to launch a Bitcoin steak burger. That's pretty neat. They're launching a Bitcoin steak burger. That's adorable. I love that. The combined ETH holdings of treasury firms and ETFs have risen to 12.50 million ETH, representing 10.3% of Ethereum supply. Kraken acquired Small Exchange, a CFTC licensed designated contract market from IG Group for 100 million. And Ripple breaks into corporate treasury with 1 billion G Treasury acquisition. Insane. Today's Friday. I'm gonna have, yeah, I'll just save the rest for Saturday. Let's see where everything is right now. And because I'm gonna make another video after this is over. Or OMI's at 00017. 00017 at night. Let's see what Definity's at. It's up 10% to 2.1. Let's do DEVVE. It's about 40 cents. And I'll get a little bit of money next week, I believe. I still believe. Okay. Let's go to X here and just see what people are talking about. My friend Morgan's in Bali. Nice. Going there for a wedding next year. Can't wait. When the banks are collapsing, but you got -$4 in the bank, you have no power. Yeah. Gandalf the Grey. And then takes off his jacket to reveal that he's Gandalf the White. Can you share any excerpts from the daCat daCat comic yet? I just want to hear you read it, bro. Yeah, I could do yeah, let me do yeah, I could read just directly from the script. I'll bring it out here. So I should have it up. Yes, this is it. Nope, that is book 2. We're gonna have to go. Oh my God, it's making me. This is literally the 3rd time Microsoft is making me sign in again. I hate that so much. All right, meow, meow, meow. Oh God, no. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, there we go. And while I do that, I'm gonna go see if I can get you one of the things to look at. I don't know if it's here or not yet. Should be. Come on, Bird World. Where are you? Oh, they only have one. Fudge. I only had one thing for Bird World here, so I don't know if that's gonna, because we should have multiple for Bird World, but we don't for some reason. All right, hold on. We might have it. Sharby. V1. Okay. Bird world, where you at? Okay, what the heck? All right. I do not have any images to show you, but I'm going to show you. There's V-Ball, page 7. There's Crappy Bird. Okay. So you show Crappy Bird in his office in front of a camera. And he says, "Attention all avian units. Most everyone addresses me as president of Bird World. But today, I'm General Crappy-Otto. I know it hasn't been easy these past few years." And then you show the stern faces of his avian units training at their jobs, in the chow hall, with their families, saying goodbye to their families, and the rest of the birds in everyday life, while Crappy's words appear in bubbles throughout the panel. Many of the decisions were hard, unpopular, and it tested every single citizen of our great world. The last time we were on the interplanetary stage, our previous leader made us the laughingstock of the solar system. Our world was in peril, but we've rebuilt. We built up our tech, our economy, and thanks to you all, our military. We had a rocky start. Some of you even tried to kill me during the coup in which I took power. And I never held it against you, because I knew that was a testament to your loyalty. And right here, right now, I'm once again asking for your loyalties. Bird spies have reported to me a terrible truth. The bipedal world has carried a big stick and claimed to just want peace is rotten to the core. Frog units are being escorted by bipedal ships on their way to the cat world. I don't know who else is involved. Birds and cats have a checkered history, but they've been nothing but peaceful since daCat took over. I can't say the same for the bipedals or the frogs. If we let them, they'll decide who lives and who dies. It won't be easy, but we can stop them. With the birds flying next to you who signed up to make a difference. Right now we have a choice. We can stand idly by while the peaceful planet gets eradicated, or we can fight for what's right. We've enjoyed peace on this planet for many moons now. Peace isn't a right. It's something we build and protect. The bipedals and frogs don't want peace. They want silence, obedience, and a solar system where its inhabitants are too afraid to fight back. But real peace isn't fear. It's not just the absence of war. It's justice, courage, and sometimes you have to fight for it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I could give the executive order to force every troop to follow me, but I won't. I don't believe I have to. So I believe in beings that still know what's right. I believe in you. Let's protect the life that we and the cats cherish. And so that was supposed to fit on 6 panels. That's actually going to be like 2 pages, like by itself. So this is where I say it's pretty dialogue heavy, because I had to write a speech that shows so they were shoehorned in here. Like I did not write this with the intention of having the birds in here. So there's a little anecdote from in the Lord of the Rings Two Towers book. You have 10,000 Uruk-hai coming to fight 500 men at the Battle of Helm's Deep, and they do it. Like you have that speech from King Theoden, like the rain on the mountains, like the wind in the meadow, and that's it. They do it. Spoilers. But in the movie, they have they have some of the elves come, and it's like an alliance once stood between elves and men. We've come to honor that allegiance, and they fight together. And I wanted something like that because again, they weren't supposed to be in the comic. I had written this where other things happen at the end of the book where the cats aren't really alone, but it's supposed to be the cats taking on not only the frogs but with bipedal technology, and they have something happen where okay, they're not actually alone. There's other things happening here, but it was just them. But then Crappy Bird came in and he's just like, hey, here's my how can we work this in? I was like, I don't know how we work this in. So I had to make it so that the introduction of Crappy Bird is as of his presidency and his, like, he's the president of Bird World and he's the leader, and we go into the backstory of, hey, some of you tried to kill me in the coup in which I took power. What happened there? Why was there a coup? Why'd you have to take power? What's been going on the last 10 years? Why has nobody heard from you? And I had to sprinkle that into the other stuff, and it's turned out incredibly well. It's turned out so good. Once this is out, and it's out for like I'll do a reading, because it's, oh my god, it's so beautiful. The only things I have, the only artwork I have for him right now for Crappy Bird, it's just like one page, and it only has a couple of the things on it. Yeah, it's just like he's in front of his office and there's his lines, and it just doesn't look so that's not even like the real, or like the best thing. There's like another one, and like, okay, this works out, this works out to look good. That works out to be like, but we needed a couple of pages of that. So I'm like I said, I'm very, very proud of myself. And again, I just read the Fantastic Four #1, a Gargoyles crossover, and that was 28 pages. And I'm happy I read it, and people will be like, oh, that's cool, they're crossing over and they're interacting. You've never seen that before. And Tony Stark's here. That's really cool too. But I really wanted this to, there's a line in Rocky Balboa where he meets this girl, Marie, from like the old neighborhood that he hadn't seen like in 30 years. Like, yeah, wasn't that you that said, screw you, creepo? And she's like, what? He's like, yeah, great insults last a long time. Like, I wanted something, I wanted the writing in this, to quote Samwise Gamgee, to stay with you, Mr. Frodo. Like, I wanted the writing to, even if you didn't remember the exact words, I wanted you to remember how the writing made you feel. I wanted this as like a, who the heck is this guy deliver? And this is not his only speech. He's got an epic one later in the, book. So again, it's very dialogue heavy, but I wanted people to like feel the weight of, one, have a good introduction, little bit of backstory, and then like, oh, okay, how does he know about this? Okay, his bird spies have told him. And I didn't want it so that daCat tells like the audience in like Breaking the Fourth Wall, yeah, the bipedals, man, they suck. I wanted it to be explained by other people. Like it's never a good idea to like brag about yourself. It's much better to have other people be impressed and brag about you and talk you up. So I didn't want daCat talking to his crew over there saying like, yeah, this is going to be the hardest thing of our lives. They're bipedal technology. I wanted them to be like, okay, who is this coming? We don't know. Why are they here? What are these ships doing? Like, out of the blue. And then I wanted other beings, like other planets, to be able to discover it on their own. So you have the Doge planet, you have the Mollusk planet that are figuring this out like kind of on their own. Then you have the Bird World planet figure out. But again, like they all get little pieces of information, and nobody has the whole story until it comes together. So I'm very, very happy with the way that this is working, with the way that it's turning out. And again, the writing, like that like 1 minute, that 90-second clip, however long that was, that took like days to write, because I can put any characters in my brain and have them bounce off each other. Some of the writing's like, really quick. But to have like, and also none of these people give me backgrounds on their character. Like Nike the pig is like the only one. There's a boxer Nike, there's these other Nikes, but Crappy Bird, It's just like, yeah, I don't know, we crap on people. Okay, I guess I can work with that. And I just made him into this like optimist, like this bird that has such a sense of right and what's good. And like he doesn't need to do this. He could just go in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for them to attack. And then once they're like kind of destroyed, I'll go in and I'll attack with our crap, with our bird units, and then we'll take up their tech and then we'll take it wherever. But he doesn't. He's betting on the relationship, because he even says in here that like they've been nothing but peaceful since daCat took over, because again, cats and birds have a checkered past. So I wanted to go in and have something that stayed with you, and have some and write something that is worth it. Like there's a line in not Hunter x Hunter, the new you're going up, 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 it's our moment, you know, together. What the heck's the name of that movie? K-pop Demon Hunters. Uh, one of the demons is talking like the head, talking about like the main demon, and is just like, if hate would have killed him, he'd be dead already, or like something along those lines. I was like, that is such a good line. And even though I can't remember the exact quote, the epicness and just the way that that was spoken of, like, if hate were like, if hate could have killed him, he'd be dead already. Like that is such a good line. And again, I can't remember the exact line. It's something like that, but I remember how awesome it was. And I want people, when they read this, and I know people read in different ways, but I want the weight behind it, and I want like the stress behind it, and I want to be like, holy shit, that was really good writing. And it is. And like just that 90-second clip, those 2-bit, like that is better than most of what I've read on new comics that have come out. And that's why I think this will do numbers. The writing's great, the characters are great, it's funny. This is probably my greatest work. And it's not, I've done this for a long, I've done certain types of writing for a long time. And again, this is one, and this is a really good speech. There's another speech that Crappy Bird gives. It's like, it is epic. Like it is, oh my God. When I go and read this, and again, it's gonna be like 80 something pages, I'm gonna have to tell my roommate up there, like, hey, I'm gonna be screaming this one, because he's telling his units, like they're on these ships about to go into war where they don't know if they're gonna die or not, and I assume some of them will. He's got to like make them ready for, like, so there's this one. I used to work at basically an airport in the military. A lot of moving cargo, but a lot with passengers as well. And I'll never forget the one time where these guys, they were going into the shit zone. Can't say where it was, or I can't say where they were going, but they were going into like the shit. And they had this chaplain there. And he was telling them, he was not about like, oh, your faith and Father will, you know, will bless you and you'll be, no, he was, I think this guy had served as well. He had gone on and was just building up like all of the righteous killings that happen in the Bible. And when I say like these guys were like ready to fucking go, they were ready to run through brick fucking walls. Like when this guy was done, I was like, holy crap. And that's honestly what I've used to kind of help write the last speech that he does before he goes into battle. I remember that, I forget the dude's name, Chaplain something, like Chaplain Badass is what he should be called, because he was talking about all these righteous killings and how like it is upon them, and it's like, you're doing the Lord's work. And I was like, oh my God, I want to go with these guys. I didn't. It was scary. But but I was like, oh my God, that orgasm. They, you see that, and I'll read it too. Like there's like some heavy duty, like Gerard Butler, like Arcadian. Like it gets to be really, really good. And I can't wait to read that for everyone. I'm surprised I read this. Anyway, that I hope you take hope you enjoyed that little excerpt. I am going to have to in the main chat. Okay, copy. Oh God, where's the main chat? Okay, video chat. I'm gonna join the video chat of my. I gotta go, friendos. Meow meow meow. Love you. Meow 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 meow.
Cheers, bro. What's up, Randy?
Oh gosh, end stream. Meow. Oh, am I on? Okay. Hi everybody. I'm just getting off stream, and I just read a little excerpt from the daCat comic, and everyone's pumped. Oh, okay. Oh God, I didn't end the stream. Oh God, hang on one sec. Okay, there we go.